How's it going, guys? Keeping it real fishing here. Today, just got in my tackle warehouse order. As some of you may know, my Abu Garcia Black Max, one of the guides on the rod, broke. So I went ahead and ordered myself. I was having a tough time deciding whether to get the Skeet Reese or the KVD, but I ultimately decided the Skeet Reese because, one, it was on sale. It was only $64. I think the sale's still going on. It might be another day or two, so I highly suggest going over there and checking it out. These Skeet Reese rods are great. I've seen lots of reviews on them. I've been wanting to get one for a real long time and just got around to it. And because I normally don't replace things unless it's broken, so here's my tackle warehouse order. Nothing really. I spent $64.88, so the rod was pretty cheap off of its original price. And this is the cranking rod. It's the 6.6 cranking rod. They also have the what's it called? The Rick Clun rod is also on sale, I believe. If you want the 7'2", that rod is still on Tackle Warehouse for sale. And pretty fast shipping. I got free ground shipping, which is basically took about, not including Sunday, and the day I ordered it, it took 4 days, so good timing. Here's the rod. I want to be careful here, I don't want to break it. Alright, there's that. And these Tackle Warehouse package it comes in is super strong, so you don't have to worry about it getting crushed or anything. So here's the rod. Super stoked to actually be able to fish this. I might be going up tomorrow to my friend's lake. Hopefully, if we get the chance to head up there, we're going to go head up some fishing. His lake has basically no weeds. It's all sand. It's Eagle Lake. It's in Edwardsburg, Michigan, and basically not much weeds there, and it's a pretty shallow lake. The deepest it gets is 20 feet. So it's a very good lake for topwater buzzbaits, frogs I've caught in the past years. We don't go there much, but I've caught a couple good bass on some frogs. They really like there's lots of paths, lots of vegetation, like grasses, and so it's a pretty good area. This rod, I will be testing it out, but I won't be really fishing it. But I definitely am going to take this thing out with me. Even if I have to go to my neighborhood pond, I'll do anything just to test it out. As I can see so far, the rod's pretty good. I haven't got a chance to actually feel it. It feels pretty light even with all the stuff on it. Just want to be careful here. The reason I chose this over the KVD is the KVD was on sale too. It's a $200 rod. They had it for $98. But a couple of things. One, the warranty on the KVD is only 5 years. This is a lifetime warranty from Wright McGill. And two, I just like this rod. The KVD rod I think was 7 foot. For cranking for me, I fish vegetation, but not that crazy where I need a 7-foot rod. And here it is. Sweet, sweet rod. You can see it's got tags and everything on it. This is the S-Glass. Super, super light. S-Glass basically fiberglass woven rod, which gives it very, very strong feel, but at the same time very sensitive. So any type of rocks, grasses, anything that you're fishing it over, you're going to be able to go over it, deflect off stuff, and ultimately when you're fishing a square bill, that's what you want, is it for that bait to deflect off the cover. So that's what really drives the fish crazy. Like I said, this rod is 6'6", can hold up to a 1/8 to 3/4 ounce lure, but I'm just going to be fishing square bills on here, maybe a rattle trap once in a while. It's a 6'6" rod, like I said, medium fast tip. As you can see, it's very sensitive, but it's strong rod, so you can be able to horse those fish through some good cover. Split grip is very nice, not too long. It's about the size of your fingers on there. Not too long with split grips, perfect for this. you can get it. Still get a good hook set when that fish is way out there. Great rod. It's got very small guides here. As you can see, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guides. And up here, there's a lot of guides up here. They're very, I want to say micro guides, more like in between micro and regular. They're good sized. The backbone on this rod's super, super strong right here, but it's, at the same time, it's got a very sensitive tip where you can feel it bouncing off the cover. You can feel when the fish puts that bait in its mouth. Let me just cut this tag off. This tag weighs a little bit, so I might be able to feel the entire rod. It's very, very light. Still going to be fishing my Black Max on here. Maybe, if I feel the need. My Black Max working just fine. I recommend it as a beginning bait cast reel, intermediate reel. It's a very good reel for the price. Can't beat it, but maybe this spring I might be replacing it with a loose speed spool because I don't like that reel because it's too high of a gear ratio. When I'm square bill cranking, I like a nice low ratio so I can do a nice medium retrieve, but it's still not too fast at that time, and it's got plenty of power. This butt section is very good. Very solid cork butt, rubber right here, and overall it's a great rod. Super, super balanced. Very, very light rod. About one of the lightest rods I've ever felt. Definitely the lightest rod I've ever owned. I'd say G Loomis's are much lighter, but at the same time, G Loomis rods, they're like up to $700 a rod, and when fishing, rods and reels are your tools, and the more tools you have, better off you're going to be. So I think the Skeet Reese rods for $80, what they are. Now the micro ones, the honeycomb micro guide ones, those are $100, but I'm not probably going to be fishing those because I'm not big of a plastic guy or jig guy, but I'm going to try to get into that this year. And yeah, basically most of the time average rod G Loomis is about $500, so getting a 5-for-1 on these rods is definitely worth it. The thing I like about this is there's a lot of speculation out there. 7 foot, 6.5 foot, 7'2". What do you want to use? Well, this is basically what the pros use. So, Skeet Reese, this is called the short mag crank rod. It's not the Magnum cranking rod. Magnum cranking rod's 7 foot. This is the short mag rod for not as heavy vegetation, but still pretty thick. And basically Skeet Reese designed this himself, so I'm a big fan of him and KVD as well, and they design their rods to their technique, what they like, and the best performing that they have, best performance, because I know a lot of times I don't know what rod to use, so if I listen to someone that I trust, a good angler, that can normally make my decision for me, and there's a lot of speculation on what size you should use for no matter what technique you're using, but these are especially designed for each technique. They have all types of them: spinnerbait, fluke, jig, worm, topwater, you name it, and they're super cheap, super affordable, but at the same time, it's a great, great rod. I'm going to love this, I can already tell. It's a great rod. It's got a, which I like on mine, it's got the place that you hook up your lure to, and yeah, sweet rod. I'm going to be putting fluorocarbon on my crankbait reel, which is currently a Black Max, and the thing about fluoro is it's invisible, and it lets that bait get down farther into the water, or up farther, depending on what size you use. So, yeah, I'm super excited to use this. Might get it out this weekend. Hopefully, we can catch some fish and get to you. So, see you guys later. Here's the Skeet Reese rod and reel. Not reel, but Skeet Reese rod. Short mag cranking rod. Great rod overall. I'm going to be doing a full review with this once I get fishing with it. And we'll see you guys later. Thanks. Alright guys, quick shout out. I don't normally do this, but this guy on his channel's got an awesome contest going on. His channel's the Bassmaster1231. Huge contest, tons of plastics, hard baits, and stuff that he's giving away here. So go over to his channel, enter the contest. I highly suggest it. He's got a bunch of great stuff to get away. And yeah, good luck to you all entering it, and see you guys later.